Hey, Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. And I want to look at Apple today. Now, this is something that I've been watching for a while. We first got in as a trade with Stock Market Mentor back in June here, right when it was coming back through the 50-day moving average. So for the purposes of this trade, and then we added a little bit here, but for the purposes of the trade approach, because you could say, what I'm saying is this is a really good entry. Now you could say, this was a good entry, Dan. Okay, fine. Yeah, I get it. It was, but this is not that. It's a different type of trade. It's more of a swing trade, prolonged. And what I mean by that is the stock rallied up here on heavier than average volume. It kept going. And I've covered this before in the free stock videos, so this shouldn't really be much of a surprise. But so the stock comes up and finally peaks at 150. That's an even number. It's something that you could typically expect when a stock comes up to an even number, 100, 150, you get the point. You'll probably see some resistance there, or if it's to the downside, some support there, just because a lot of times that's just where the psychological triggers are for people. Oh, I'll sell if it gets to 150, that type thing. So that was definitely the case here, but I just decided that, look, even though the stock's going to go it's going sideways, and it drifted sideways for like 6 weeks, I just decided that it's best to hold through this type of thing. Now, swing traders, you wouldn't have been doing that. You would have been buying here and probably selling sometime up here. But a lot of people don't have that kind of nimbleness simply because they got crap to do. You got work, you got family, you got this, you got that. You're not going to sit here and watch the stock all the time. And so this trade was really for you people. And so now as I look at this, I see all these stair steps higher, and to my eye, this is just starting to get going. So this is not something that I would be into selling right now, for crying out loud. The whole reason why we held through 6 weeks of sideways action is to take advantage of this stupid thing. So now that it's doing it, as I see it, sorry I keep saying you don't know, which is why you're watching this video, So this is the cup that's formed. And then it's formed this really long, prolonged handle here. And now we're just kind of getting a breakout from that. Now, you can say, and you would be right, well, that really isn't a cup and handle, Dan. It doesn't meet some of the parameters. And again, you would be right. It doesn't. But for our purposes here, it's just a good method of analysis that, that gives me what I want to get, which is a nice reliable pattern here, a nice sideways move here, and then finally a breakout to the upside. So frankly, I think it's certainly reasonable to look for 180 on this, maybe even higher than that, but this was a pretty deep trough, about 20% from top to bottom. That's about 30 points. And so then if we look at this breakout and we go up 20%, that's about 180, almost to the T. So that's really the price that I've got here on Apple is 180. And if it has the courtesy to do that for us, this is going to be a really, really good trade for us, particularly since our cost basis is down at 130. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. By the way, my subscription rates are now at 147, not at 97 bucks. But if you're watching this, then obviously you're on my chart of the day, or you're on my chart of the day video. And so in that case, it's important that you know that until this Friday at midnight, you can still get in at the old rate at 97 bucks. After that, you're going to have to pay 50% more. at 147. And so if you have been thinking about joining SMM, now would seriously be a good time for you to do it. What we don't do is if you decide, hey, you know, in 6 months or something like that, I'm going to go ahead and now I want to join. Hey, can I get the old rate? You know, the answer regrettably will be no. Because if we say yes all the time, then all this is just some marketing scheme, isn't it? And that's not what I do. It's not. I hate that stuff. So I'm just telling you, I'm just being upfront with you. We're bumping the prices up for everybody that joins after midnight this coming Friday. And you're going to be getting emails about this too. I am going to be teaching or giving you videos on various aspects of trading. The first one will be, I think it's today. Just watch for your emails. I'm just doing off the cuff stuff here. The first one will be on various aspects of trading. And then there'll be a couple, 2, maybe 3 next week that are going to be videos because I will be taking a few days off over the shortened Labor Day holiday, and then we'll finish up the rest the following week. So I've got a lot of foundational things coming in the next couple weeks, and I want you to be a part of it. Again, it's 97 until this Friday, and we're getting a lot of people coming in, frankly, a lot of old members too. So, and by the way, if you can't afford it or you're just happy getting these complimentary videos, cool, that's fine too. You know, nothing wrong with the status quo, certainly, and that's why I work my ass off trying to help people in these free videos. You don't just have to pay me to help you. I'm trying to do it as much as possible in whatever way I can, okay? It helps me, you know, put a good word in for the good Lord that he absolved me from some of my sins over the last 63 years, though I got a lot of people to help if we're going to square the books on that. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.